Okay, hi everybody, welcome to Higher Ground. I'm Sandra. Now, we're going to talk about acceptance and forgiveness. And this, I'm going back, that someone would have really pointed this out to me a long time ago in my journey and helped me understand the difference between the two. It would have probably made a huge difference in my journey and all the turns I've made in my life and where I've dived deeply in my life. Now, acceptance, first of all, I've come to understand this when I have dealt with trying to forgive all my life, trying to forgive the situations that's happened to me. And there has been, and usually with forgiveness, it takes, another person. It takes somebody else to be there so you can, both be able to work things out and come to some kind of understanding or agreement or acknowledgement within what the wrongdoings were. It requires somebody, but when there's nobody to stand up, when the other person will disappear or fade away, or the situation won't acknowledge or even attempt to um, bring the situation back into a right form, when they're not there, then you're on your own, right? So the biggest step really to put yourself on concrete ground is acceptance of the reality of what's just happened, acceptance of the people involved. Accept what you've seen and what's happened. That puts a little bit more power back, you know, on inside yourself, that you accept the situation. You see, wanting their forgiveness, acknowledging that is acknowledging the wrongdoings. It's acknowledging the wrongdoings of the situation. So that keeps you tied to the emotional issues, the emotional ups and downs, the emotional tide in the whole situation, which puts you on two different paths. Because when you're seeking forgiveness, you're riding a really, big wave that can take you anywhere and turn into a tsunami of emotions and rabbit holes and disasters, while acceptance keeps you on solid ground. So, acceptance focuses on the reality and how to navigate in the present moment. Now, and forgiveness focuses on the desire that things could be different, right? I spent a lot of years in the desire, wanting things to be different. But even at the end, my desire could not change what was and what is. So the reality of the situation is what remained. Focusing on forgiveness is working through layers and layers and layers of emotions. And it's challenging and it's time consuming. And not only like time, moments, days, weeks, months can turn into years seeking forgiveness. But seeking acceptance frees up your energy to move forward. Someone should have told me this. I have learned this through an experiential level of needing to make situations right in my life, so much where I almost denied my own life in search for the forgiveness of something that was long gone. So acceptance acknowledges the behavior without condoning it, right? But forgiveness, in some strange way, can be misinterpreted as condoning the situation because you want reconciliation. You know? And these people that are around you, whether they are, it's a bad situation with people, narcissistic people, really low frequency people, they'll dance around you and keep you in that, that you think you've almost, found a resolution and forgiveness, but then they step away. So it keeps you locked in this box for a very long time, and it's so unfair. It really is very, very dark and evil when people play games with you like that, when you're seeking forgiveness, because you have a need to make things right. So accepting what is, you can find peace in that. Even if you don't feel ready to forgive, or even if the situation is not allowing that forgiveness. You try to rectify and justify the situation and, make an ideal situation in your mind that, oh, they just did this because of this. You are sabotaging yourself, and you are taking away all your power and cracking the earth beneath you. Acceptance is immediately freeing. Forgiveness is a rabbit hole. While forgiveness, again, is liberating, allow acceptance first and stand on solid ground and be open to a resolution. Be open to forgiveness. And that will come to you along the way, whether it involves another person or not. You will receive it as long as you accept the reality of what's happened to you. All right. Namaste. I'll see you on the path.